Recently, Goldman Sachs released a report that suggested that Phoenix is among 4 markets across the country that will experience catastrophic dips like the ones experienced in 2008. So, is this report clickbait or is it a reality? We'll talk about all of that and more in today's Phoenix Metro February 2023 Housing Market Update. The recent Goldman Sachs report fails to have a basis in the reality we are experiencing in the local marketplace. Not only is the report lacking reliable data, it's completely disconnected from our local analysis that real estate professionals as well as finance professionals are seeing in their day-to-day work. There is one thing that affects the housing market more than anything else, and it's supply and demand. The Phoenix housing market is still short on supply for the demand it's seeing, in part due to steady migration and in part to the low number of single-family homes being built. We all know that our market went from a crazy hot seller's market to a buyer's market and now a balanced market in some areas. And it's easy to think if a home's taking 30 to 60 days to sell that the market is crashing, but we have to remember that what we're seeing is more of a normal real estate market. Arizona is still a desirable place to live and a great place to own real estate. So what does all of this mean for sellers in today's market? One thing I'm seeing out in the marketplace, because I'm showing homes almost every day, it's really surprising. I'm walking into many homes on the market that are not clean, they're cluttered, and sometimes the beds aren't even made. So my first tip for sellers, if you're selling in this market, one of the best investments you can make is in an initial deep professional clean and possibly even weekly or bi-weekly professional cleans while your home's on the market. Sellers need to hire an agent that can maximize the exposure for the home, and pricing is so important. So presentation matters more than ever right now. A recent study found that 25% more Phoenix sellers had to cut their prices this year than last year. Bidding wars and multiple offers on every single listing are a thing of the past, and sellers might need to offer concessions in order to close a deal in the current market. So, all of this to say, sellers need to clean their home, price it well, and hire an agent that can market it. By some accounts, the market is simply normalizing after the pandemic peak, shifting from what was entirely a seller's market to one where both buyers and sellers have some bargaining power. It's still possible to secure a good price for your home, but sellers should be sure they understand what their home is worth in the current market and adjust their expectations. So if you're a buyer, especially in the Phoenix Southeast Valley, there are still some buyer's markets. And if you're hoping to buy a home this year, you have room to negotiate right now. We don't know how long this will be around for. And according to the Crumford Report, 51% of transactions involved a seller concession. This means sellers are giving the buyer some sort of credit at closing. So as a buyer in this marketplace, you can still have the ability to go in and negotiate. You still have the ability to try to get a percentage off of the list price, and you can use sometimes these thousands of dollars to buy your interest rate down and pay for your closing costs. Phoenix home buyers are in a good position right now. More than 40% of homes sold in January dropped their prices per Redfin, and on average, homes sold for about 3% less than the list price. And even in a buyer's market, it's important to budget carefully for a home purchase and shop for a property that fits comfortably within your monthly income and expenses. So if you're looking to buy a home in this current market, getting pre-approved for a mortgage before you embark on a search can help guide the shopping process by identifying how high of a home loan you can qualify for and a payment that you're comfortable with. New builds are a great option for buyers right now. Builders are offering great incentives, and most communities have a good amount of availability. This is especially a good option if you want to buy a home today, but you don't want to make a mortgage payment for 6 to 12 months. Because if you buy a new build, your earnest deposit is due up front and you won't owe anything until your home is done. The website newhomesource.com is a great resource for all things new build, but always remember, if you're looking at model homes, you'll want to be with your realtor upon your first visit to the models. If you go in alone to look at new builds and then end up buying, you risk being unrepresented if you decide to purchase there. I hope you enjoyed learning all about the Phoenix Metro housing market update. If you're looking to buy or sell in the Phoenix area, our team would love to help. You can learn more about us online at GilletteGroupAZ.com. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Shannon_Gillette and like and subscribe to to our YouTube channel for all types of videos.